Hola, amigos.
Welcome, Rewind Wednesday. This is going to be exciting times. I'm Dan.
I'm Callum.
Let's do this.
We are,
Tracy's around, saving the world, so today we're going to be talking about movies, music, and everything in between, and I'm excited.
we have some fun announcements. We have something new to show everybody.
Something new.
Yeah, we'll say that towards the end. We'll let people get in and get settled. You're going to want to see it. We spent a good amount of time getting this perfected to the way we want it, and we had a few people asking for it, and so here it is.
Yeah, you're asking for me to get a haircut. That's what everyone's asking.
That was it.
Dan needs a haircut.
Yeah.
I got you.
Everybody was asking what color you're going to do your names next. That was the...
Oh, it's only my toes that are still colored.
Oh.
The true story.
Yeah. The joys of having kids that
They're really good at painting nails. That's what I found out.
Yeah.
First time I've ever had my nails painted.
Yeah. And they did a great job.
They did.
They look fantastic.
Thank you.
Stellar. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for this week's Rewind Wednesday because, the thing that I think we'll first start talking about is the Golden Auction because this is the first time where there's Rewind music to the public. And I'm kind of cropping out in and out, but it's exciting. We here at Rewind, the company doesn't try to pump values. We're not going to be like to the moon and stuff like that, but we're excited to see that our product is out there living its own life, and it's exciting to see people enjoy it. And hopefully, these, for the buyers that get these, they enjoy the encapsulation and what we do and see what we're all about.
Yeah. And I'm just working on here to show a couple of our favorites. We have...
What do we got here today? I don't even know.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about these super quick, and I'll get our favorites up?
This is a Green Day Dookie, and you could see that pretty decent sized crack up there that got it down to a 7.5, and beautiful as always. Kid Rock, not a big fan. Romeo and Juliet. I think this is really cool. There's 5 stars, so you see the gold stars. But, these, soundtracks are fun. I know a lot of people enjoy the movies, so this is a great cross between what we do with music and movies.
It looks good in there, too.
Yeah, see Leonardo DiCaprio, Leslie Claire Danes.
And fun fact, just because it's me, Halsey's second album, Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, she based it, off of partially, that movie. She got the Romeo and Juliet, theme from it. She took it from that, not from, Shakespeare's original. Yeah, so the chaos and stuff of that Romeo and Juliet is where she got it from for her album.
Gotcha.
Little mix.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know and here we obviously have a Dr. Dre. Oh, Dr. Dre, let me ride. But no, it's exciting to see more tapes come through, find their...
What I've enjoyed the past couple of weeks is the variety. We've had a huge variety of music and a huge variety of VHS.
There's been a lot of VHS.
Yeah,
we have a really fun order that's going through right now.
Yeah, and again, the variety, it's a big order, and every tape is different, and it's fantastic to see. It's over the decades. It's some stuff from the 80s. It's some stuff from the 90s. It is a really nice variety of tapes. Really enjoyed going through them.
Oh, it was nice seeing that Beauty and the Beast come through the other week. We talked about it here, and now the seller, it's for Golden, so it's up to auction. So we get to see it go through its life cycle of coming here, then go to auction.
Yeah.
And Golden's been a great partner. We definitely, when people ask, they go, hey, do you have a contact over there? Always feel free. We're happy. We do not get a cut. We don't have any back alleyway deals going on right now. So not yet. When we get those, we'll start talking percentages. But it's nice because it's a very honest where I really do think things do the best, in my opinion, for what people ask. So at this moment.
Do you have a favorite? A favorite tape that they're showing?
Favorite tape? Ready to Die. I mean,
yeah,
here it is. It's the Notorious. Yeah.
Notorious looking good.
Yeah, it's doing well. A lot of bids. Again, we're gonna try to stay away from the values just for But it's such a iconic album cover. I mean, 9.4, 4.5, 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
It is a club edition, but it's a barcode club edition, so most people wouldn't even know. A way you could also tell is on the side, I'll say CRC for club, but it's a beautiful copy.
Oh, it is. It really is. The 9.4, 4.5. Sorry, 4-star is.
Yeah.
Really
I
nice.
don't own a copy like that. I
Yeah.
wish I did. And
Yeah,
yeah,
that was great.
I'm so jealous.
Present nicely.
Well, the crazy thing is that it's doing really well. I mean, it's doing the best of any cassette or CD
Yeah.
auction, and
Yeah.
that says a lot. And Rewind having get a lot of faith in this auction, it looks like, in my opinion. Like that says a lot because we put so much into authentication that I really hope that it comes across that if you buy something or case that like we truly believe in the authenticity, and we do everything. If something's on the fence, we don't let it through.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, that's your favorite music. And then
What's your favorite movie? We got to
favorite movie?
roll it.
Here it is, Beauty and the Beast. It's a 5-star seal, 9.6. I mean, you're going to struggle to find a better copy of that.
I won't
really.
lie. I did put a bid on this
Yeah.
because this is I have to admit I saw this. I'm like I don't own many tapes,
Yeah.
and I did put a bid because I'm like, if I could snag this,
It's so unique. Like, it really is a unique take.
and to stop the haters, I do not own any tapes to sell of these. I don't own Disney tapes or anything. This is cool. Disney
Yeah.
usually comes in clamshells and such. So seeing it as a case, seeing that it was just part of the movie.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
well, before it comes out they give these away, and this is just
Yeah.
so dope.
And a two-tone tape as well. Like, it just, everything about it is just not what you would expect for
Exactly.
something of that era, for the late 90s, early 90s. And yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah,
Big Disney fan, so it makes sense.
yeah. I want
Love
to
me
win it.
some Disney.
I want to win it. Stay away from it. But no, it's really cool to see. And how many days are left in that auction?
There are many days left in that auction.
Many.
Just so many.
But don't forget to tune in on many days. And yeah, well, the thing with Golden, you have to put in a bid before the countdown ends, so you can bid in the extended time.
It has 15 days, 5 hours, and 50 minutes left. The auction ends on Wednesday, the 6th of September at 7 p.m.
Yeah, well, the extended bidding starts at 7 and in 30-minute increments. So, everyone has their different strategies of how to bid on these things. And
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Sorry,
it's,
that's just giving me anxiety now. I'm like,
oh
my
yeah.
God.
Well, a lot of the action actually happens the week of,
Yeah.
especially the day of. Like other auctions, it's like the last seconds. Where this is like, yeah, stuff last second, but really some stuff just sits like dormant for
Yeah.
the whole time up to like the last few days. And I really enjoy, seeing what everything does in these auctions, not just Rewind stuff. So it's gonna be fun to watch, and I'm really excited because there's video games, there's a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
And this is not a paid advertisement, and we're not getting paid to say it. So
No, say it because we love it, and we love the items that are there, and yeah, it's just exciting. Like, it's been 4 weeks, 4 weeks of music.
yeah. Well, it's really cool because I see some friends and people in the community that I think now that they see it out there have kind of come back around and like, oh, congrats and like stuff like that. I'm like, okay, now they're seeing it. Now they see what's going on a little bit, which is cool because it's kind of taken life in the last. I feel like this last week has really been a milestone.
Yeah.
The auction starting,
Yep.
getting the tapes in people's hands. A lot of people are getting their tapes in their hands. They're posting it online, and we thank you, everyone who does that, because it really does. It helps us, and you get to show some what you like, and it's been really honest opinions. And some people talk over things that they think about of when they get it back, and I really do appreciate the feedback. I mean, it's we truly care what your perspective on it is. So definitely do not hesitate to reach out, talk to us about
Yeah.
what you like and don't like.
Yeah, both equally as important, and it's been nice getting people phoning in and emailing, and
Yeah.
it's been great. Like, that's the joy of doing this, is people reaching out and saying, I love how the tape looks, and I'm gonna submit more. Like, that's always great to see, and we appreciate it.
Yeah,
Really do.
definitely appreciate it, and it's
Yeah.
cool to see the community around it. That's the thing. It's like it's very important that it's done in my what I'm hoping organically. Like it's just slow and steady. I'm hoping music in total doesn't just go. It doesn't do anyone any good. in my opinion. But hopefully, just people able to enjoy it, not just have items just go for crazy prices that don't make sense. And you see that all over the place, and that goes back to last week where I was saying, gotta be careful. There's a lot of fake, there's a lot of eBay accounts that sell fake cassettes. I mean, there's more. I think there's a tape that we might be opening soon that can show some more stuff to try to protect people. So
yeah, cool.
Yeah, so
that is you got. What did we say? There's 6th or I can't remember. What was it in September? 6th of September, right?
6th, yeah.
That sounds about right. 6th September. Golden Auctions. Check it out. Loads of Rewind stuff. Lots of other cool stuff as well. I look at the cards. Never been into cards. Never been a card guy, and that's a crazy world.
Do they have a Joe Burrow rookie card? Because that's what I'm looking for right now.
No.
Auto, maybe with a friend, yeah.
They have a... What's that? The guy that had shithead on his back.
Oh, no, it's Fuckface.
Fuckface.
Yeah, big difference. I think you'd probably be like PG there, like, oh, shit. But...
Who's
Billy Ripken.
Oh, is it? No. Mickey Mantle. Mickey.
Big difference.
Not
Mickey Mantle, Billy Ripken, maybe 40 years between them.
They stand the same, they look the same.
They stand the same.
Yeah, I mean, easy.
What? Like, when I think about that, I'm like, what?
Mickey
Mantle. I mean, it's not even Cal Ripken, it's Billy Ripken. The brother that got up too much shit, or not your brother.
Yeah, this card's from like the 50s, and that one's
a 56 mantle that they thought float away in the Hudson River.
Yeah.
I'm gonna never let you down for that one. I'm gonna get the Billy Ripken card and Mickey Mantle there.
Just buy the Mickey Mantle card. You can't buy the Mickey Mantle card for like $1 million. Not ready for that one. Too much of an investment.
Go for that Beauty and the Beast.
Even if I did,
Beauty and the Beast, you gotta fight.
I gotta choose. I won't afford it if I buy the Beauty and the Beast for $250. I don't know what that's worth, and that'll be fun to see. But I don't own any sports cards besides the Billy Ripken. So it makes sense I have Billy Ripken and Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
So if there's anyone out there that wants to buy Rewind for 20, say goodbye one. No. That it'll be fun to see like how all the different items. I really like the pop culture stuff in the auction because like the sports card, they have another big auction ending around the same time. So there's a lot of sports cards when you go to Golden right now, but they have a lot of like really cool pop culture stuff that's unique. They have that Eminem vinyl that's signed. I have, you know what? A lot of people talk negative about competition. To me, when like AMG is somewhat of a competitor, but I will say they did a really good job with that promotion.
Yeah,
they got Roosevelt to got his album sealed. I know he was alluding to it a few months before. Yeah. Got Eminem to sign it. It is Infinity signed. It's done.
Recorded it as well.
Recorded it. I mean, there's stuff I do and don't like about every company, even ours. But but no, that was like a really cool thing. Like I gotta give props to that.
Yeah, that was a good way of doing it. Good way of going about it. Like the filming of it, I think, is super important. You can have the COA there, but having the video there, and it just makes it more genuine.
Well, where it came from is what's special too. Like that's where people are like, "Hey, is it even worth $25,000?" When people are talking about them. To me, I'm like, "Well, it's the story. It's not just the vinyl. It's not that vinyl would have sold, I think, for $25,000 before this, but it's not that it's even signed. But that was Paul Rosen, his manager's copy, and he had it.
Yeah.
So the story is, I think, worth more than even the item.
Yeah, I mean, it's the provenance of that. It's like the Back to the Future that Biff had. The actor.
And that's the thing. People are like, would another one sell for that amount? I'm like, not anytime soon. Because it's the story. It's not that like anyone. I'm not saying people don't care who the guy is, but it just says a providence of So
yeah.
I think it also kind of probably says a little bit about how it was taken care of. Like if it was, the actor's tape or Paul's vinyl, like they're not just gonna be throwing it around somewhere. Like they worked really hard on it, so they're taking care of it. So it's also that. Too.
Well, it's you know where it's been, right? Like exactly. A lot of times we get collectibles and they're cool. They're like you don't know the history, and I do ask people when I buy stuff, what's the history to this? Where's the lineage?
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool that where it's been. It has a cool story. So it's not just, hey, this is a signed item by so and so. It's it was from the manager of M&M.
Yeah.
So let's stop talking about other companies because I like our product the best. So but talking about sign stuff, that is a perfect leeway to
It is.
Perfect
little
for
segue.
our
Right?
announcement of a new label.
Something that
We need like sound effect. Do we have any sound effect?
Wait. I need a board.
New label for signatures. We have made a new label that right away you can tell your item's been signed. So this is showing the new label for items that are signed.
And just a quick disclaimer: this is not signed.
This is the
This is
mock-up
not-
we wanted to show you.
Yes.
We had the first one come through our hands last week.
Yes.
But this is show you the new label, and you see the new how it's gold of our logo, but also that it says signed by right there. We said Pierce Brosnan. We thought it'd be in bad taste, but Robin Williams.
Yeah. It's probably. I mean, if anybody has a signed copy,
Yeah.
well,
So here's the thing that we're talking about is, obviously we prefer stuff that has COAs always. But if you have an item you had signed, we will still encapsulate it. We'll just put unverified on the back, so the person that if it ever gets sold knows that there is no, COA with it. But if you have a COA, we will put the COA number with it.
Yep.
And you send in your COA with the item, and then we'll put the COA, Beckett, PSA DNA, JSA. We'll put that on the back. Put that on the back. In the front, you get the beautiful label, and I freaking love it.
yeah, it's come out beautifully and it's easily recognizable that it's a signature.
I doubt we're going to be able to, but can we put this on the screen? The label. Do we have any label mock-ups?
Yeah, if we can continue discussing.
Okay, you'll have to get stuck with me for a few minutes. So if you have any questions, do ask it right now while Callum's trying to pull that up. We'll see if we can make that happen. Any questions so far that I can't see?
No questions so far.
No, you're working on the label. I'm asking Tracy.
Yeah, we have.
Oh.
I'm asking Tracy.
This is new. Like Tracy
Yeah,
having
I
a
know,
mic,
my
it's
mic-
new.
mic's
It's
up now.
different.
She's the producer of the show. So I see, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
What's going on? It's guys and girls, sorry.
Everyone.
Everyone. No, I'm just messing around. But no, everything's great. And feel free to ask questions during this time. Callum's going to be working on pulling this up. So ask the questions below. Typically, I don't see questions. So people have asked, like, why didn't you respond to this thing? I'm like, or they think, like, I purposely ignored it. I can't see questions typically. So usually they have to be read out to me. But do ask them below. Right at this point, it's pulled up on the computer. So if you have any questions about anything with music, movies, where I get my haircut, very important. That's a secret. Can't give away, trade secrets in the hobby. So, but
You go sports clips.
dude, I don't care about my haircut. I don't. It's not that I want to go to sports clips. It's just the quickest thing where I just walk in. I'm just doing, and then they go, "Do you want to go in the back room?" I'm like, "No." Like,
Every time you talk about that, I have no idea.
you didn't know about that?
One
So
of you needs to go to the back rooms. I want to know what's back there.
What do you can go to the back room. I mean, the thing
Think
is,
about anybody's hair.
yeah, no, you go there and they give you your haircut. And they're like, hey, they go to rent your hair in the back, but they have like a fake locker room and it's dark.
Did you say they're gonna rent your hair?
Rinse.
Oh,
They rent your hair for like 1 hour and then they give it back. No, they go to rinse your hair in a dark room and like give you like
Nice.
some kind of massage. Maybe I don't know. Do they give a massage? I don't remember.
I
I haven't had that done in like many years. And it's just
Well,
creepy
I
because
just
they
need
don't have any
everyone-
lights on in there.
I
so.
just need everyone to know that when women go get their haircuts, they wash our hair and everything out in the open, and feel free to go do that. We will welcome you.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's different. To me, it's just a little creepy. Like, what's this insinuating?
Why
So
are they rinsing your hair with the lights off? They can't see if it's.
there's like the only light is from the other room. The room you're in, I don't
Oh,
think has
that's
any
funny.
lights in. It's like, what's going? Like, what?
why?
What?
I'm gonna go to sports clothes. I'm gonna check this out.
Go get a haircut. You know what? For entertainment, for $25 or whatever. I don't like prefer their place. I hate supercuts because I always mess up my hair back in the day. So. And I don't care about my hair that much. So.
Guys are so funny. You guys will go get haircuts and be like, they did it wrong. I'm like, it looks
Oh,
fine, and you guys are complaining. I have so many guy friends, and
I'm
this
that
happens
guy.
all the time.
That guy.
It sounds like you.
Well, he
should
goes to go to have a beer and get a haircut.
Yeah.
He spends like the $60.
Yeah. If I go to barbers and they're not offering me a beer, I'm not going back.
To me, if I could get it done in 5 minutes, I'm cool. Like, and as long as it's like within reason.
It's 35 to 40 minutes of not having to.
Man pampering.
Yeah, you know,
Man pampering is
just not having to deal with anybody else. So I have the picture. I am just getting it ready.
Oh, we have some pictures. We have some questions.
Sure.
Munchnick's on here says, "What did I miss? Just some haircut,
Haircut advice.
Haircut advice.
Yeah.
Very important.
No,
Hair trimming.
Yeah, the new label.
The new label.
It's the new
We
label.
talked about the golden auction a bit. We talked about
Oh, somebody asked a good question.
yes,
Are
yeah.
error printing notes on the slab labels? So if I'm assuming you're asking if there's an error on a tape,
Yeah.
or on a cassette, CD, whatever, is that on our label?
yeah.
Yeah.
No matter which error it is, but like certain defects will be put on the front of the label in the exception line, so it's very prominent. Because I know defects sometimes are kind of really cool, but if it's one that we're like, hey, this is kind of minor, we'll put it on the back. It's kind of a case by case, but defects sometimes are really cool. Yeah.
And if you're just tuning in, we're going to show our new label for signed
The signet, yeah.
items.
Yeah, signed items will get this label right here. You'll see that there's this gold background, and it'll be signed. Say who it's signed by. Now you don't need a COA. I mean, we recommend it, but on the back, if it has a COA, we'll put the company and the number. The identification number. If it doesn't, we'll say signature unverified. But
Yeah.
this way, like, we know that some people just want the item. They went to a convention, they got it signed. They didn't want to pay $15 to get a thing. We're okay with that.
Yeah.
We just put unverified. So,
Yeah.
this is, again, the new label that shows for the Rewind signature, and you'll see a few changes here. And this is for every item that's signed. We do not charge more for this. This is the same price.
Yep.
Starts off at $35, So, again, we're just trying to create stuff that we would want for our own collections.
And again, this is not signed by Pierce Brosnan. This is an example.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm trying to get the Ron Williams signature on it, but I feel like I'm a little late.
Yeah.
Oh, bad joke.
No.
I like Ron
Too soon.
Williams.
Too soon.
I saw that movie in the theater, actually. And the film messed up during the film.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Saw it with my parents.
I
when
was
a kid.
born.
Yeah.
I was not around.
You weren't even born?
No.
God, that makes me feel a little old.
Wait,
But-
when did it come out?
93.
93, yeah. I was
November 93 was
I'll be
born.
I was 8
I was
years old.
very,
I
very
was with my family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
When,
a toddler wreaking havoc.
when we were talking about this downstairs, I for some reason I thought this came out later in the 90s. I didn't realize it was
I didn't know
so early. Like, I thought it was more like 97, 98, and then found out it was 93, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
I saw a funny meme about this because it shows a difference in times about how, back then cross-dressing, no one raised an ear about this guy that dressed up as a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Ron Williams.
Yeah, it's.
I'm just kidding about that. It's a joke.
But can you?
No.
But if it,
It wasn't like, oh my God, what is going on here? It's like, oh,
Like, I guarantee you, people show that movie to their kids and are fine with it.
oh yeah, no, we won't go further into it. It's just a funny fact.
so someone's asking a good question. Do we have to mention errors on the submission forms? You don't have to if you want to.
It would be helpful. I always, it's nice to mention so we, less chance that we miss it,
Yeah.
because obviously mistakes happen.
We're always happy when people. If you can never add too much information about a tape. So if you feel more comfortable pointing something out, then by all means go ahead. And yeah, it gives us a little heads up.
Yeah.
Especially if there's some damage on something that you want to highlight, just to make sure that it is
Noted correctly.
noted and that we are aware of it before we even open your box. Like we know.
It'll be on the notes in the order, and that way when we go to, make the label, it's noted correctly. So,
Yeah.
I think this is perfect timing for trivia.
You read my mind.
So, music or movies?
Let's go music first.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we'll work on the transitions. We'll get like a trivia transition screen.
We need like music or like the old Batman kapow.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Trivia. Yeah.
but yeah.
We'll increase the production value on this. Now that we're back working, this is our.
We're back working.
I mean, this works. We're not using our phones. We're using
Oh, I thought you meant like with submission.
we're-
Like, wow, that's harsh.
now
Like,
that we're full production mode. We're back. To
yeah, I don't know if they realized, but we had to use a cell phone the last 2 times because the whole thing messed up, and that's why we'd be running late.
Yeah.
Oh,
Someone says I'll take music for 100. Like that in reference.
well, the problem is Alex isn't alive anymore.
Yeah, so it's
I'm talking about dead people today.
Mayim's great though. She's fantastic. Mayim. I can't remember her surname. But yeah, she does
Big Bang Theory.
from Big Bang
Yeah.
Theory. She does a fantastic job, neurosurgeon in real life, which is pretty awesome. Pretty dope. Anyway, on to music.
Music.
This music trivia is on Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Ooh, love the
Yeah.
band.
Yeah, so I hope you're ready. And everybody out there, you can also answer.
Yeah, I'll give a little bit of
Don't
delay
look at
till I.
comments. Yeah.
You try to answer below.
Yes.
Play the game. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Question 1.
What year did they start? 1983. Go.
What was the band's first big breakthrough album that was released in 1991?
That would be. I was gonna say Californication was 99, so it had to be Blood Magic. Is it Blood Magic?
Close.
Oh,
Close. You got 2 of the words right. There's
oh.
Oh, he
I was like
I thought it was
91.
an album. So
there is
Blood Magic Sucks. Yeah, right? No.
you're missing 1 word.
What is it?
Sugar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, blood, sugar, sex, magic.
I get a point for that.
Oh,
Right?
I'm gonna give you.
You're acting like I was completely off. I was
No,
like,
no, no.
I'm like,
I'm gonna give you the point for that. I think you got close enough.
yeah, I was like, you're funny because I just feel like Californication was 94
Yeah.
because like a lot of great music came out in 94, but it's 99. It's much later.
Yeah. So just imagine you get a little
Ding. I gotta wait to answer. I get too excited.
Question 2. 1 for 1 so far. Question 2. Forming nearly 4 decades ago, the band's original name was Tony Flo and the Majestic Masters of Mayhem. True or false?
False.
True.
Oh,
Yeah. Formed in 1983, the band went by Tony Flo and the Majestic Masters of Mayhem. Their first performances consisted of kiddies?
were they a band or were they doing
Yeah.
something else?
Well, I don't know. This one had rapping and reciting poetry, whilst other members improvised on the spot. So it seems like a slam poetry group.
yeah.
It's not really a band though. I mean, I'm
It
gonna.
sounds like a jazzy thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Jazz where everyone just does their own thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been in improv. I've seen some crazy shit.
So
1 for 1.
1 for 1. 1 for 2. You're
Yeah.
1 for 2. In addition to Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic, 2 of the most important releases in the grunge rock scene, Soundgarden's Bad Motorfinger and Nirvana's Nevermind albums both also have debuted on September 24th, 1991, making it one of the most important days in rock history. True or false?
False.
True.
Ah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep, album sales between those 3 releases alone total nearly 40 million units.
they're all released on the same day.
40
Yeah.
million?
What's wrong with today's music then? Because if all I know like there's some things like 91 you get like Metallica had a big album that year. There's many great albums like 94. It's just like a year like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's kind of weird that like.
Yeah.
Am I old and I don't know great music that's happening right now? But
I think
like,
it's just you can consume it so easily and from so many different sources that it's not as like you don't have to work as hard to hear it, so you can just I don't know. People don't have to work as hard, so they're
But
just kind of going like I'll throw on YouTube and I'll play a song that I really want to listen to, and then just let the playlist go.
Hmm.
You know, so it's kind of like everything's being listened to and people are just listening.
but I wonder if the whole thing of a band is no longer a thing. Like how many bands are out? Like
No,
really,
it's
like
rare. It's
so
very
that's the
rare.
thing where it's more individual artists and like you look at like the best albums typically are bands, like full bands.
Yeah.
So that's where it's an interesting.
Yeah, solo artists are more of a thing now.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
because you don't need a full band. You have to. It's probably really difficult to get along with bandmates and like
Yeah,
like
they all
no one
have
wants to be the
stories.
bass, you know, the
Yeah.
bassist or
Yeah.
you know everyone wants to be the lead singer. So like now with I don't know, it just seems like not as a connected.
All I
world.
can think about is K-pop and J-pop. Like
Well, yeah.
those are the big
Yeah.
bands now. It's not so much.
Well, they're not even they're bands, but they're not really like
They're groups.
they're groups. They're not
Yeah.
instrument bands.
Yeah.
Like how many like instrument bands? Like name one band that came out that's under the age of 25.
Well, I was actually just gonna say because it's interesting. I mean, I'm a big fan of Youngblood, and he has the same people in his band, but like you don't. I guess we know them individually, but we don't think of Youngblood as like the whole band.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's
we
why I
think
mean
of them
that
all
camaraderie of
They
a greater good.
They behave that way with each other and everything, but like when you think of Youngblood, you're thinking of Dominic Harrison.
Yeah.
You know, and like the fan base, I guess, but like you're not thinking of like the drummer, the guitarist.
Well, that's the thing. It's not a
even the
common.
guitarist.
It's not everyone doing it for the name of the band. It's
Yeah,
individual. Like, would if he changed his name to that shit. That's the new band name for his band. Like that's where like Jack White I kind of like because he had these different bands.
Yeah.
Where it's a band. It's not Jack White and the
Yeah.
Racketeers.
Yeah. So anyway,
Oh yeah.
you're 1 for 3.
Fuck.
Question 4. Despite their success, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are not yet in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. True or false? Hall of Fame. Are they in there?
False. They are in there.
False. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2012.
Yeah, I remember them getting inducted. That's why.
Yeah. So you got 2 for 4. Final question. It's all riding on this to get you got 5. Which album is the band's most successful?
Californication.
Californication. Really?
Stadium Arcadium was dope though.
When? Do you know when it came out?
1999.
And do you know how many copies it sold?
Uh,
I'll give
12
it
million.
16.
Ah, 16.
16.
I haven't been paying attention since the last 4 million.
16 million copies worldwide and has been the most successful release to date for them.
That's a great album. I mean,
Great band, really.
yeah.
Like, classic.
Yeah, we have a CD around here somewhere of that one.
We do. California.
I don't know where it's at.
I don't know where it's somewhere.
Yeah, it's in one of the crates. But no, that's just to mention because we mentioned Diamond certification. When it goes how many albums sold, we put this a lot of times on the back. It goes 500,000 gold, 1 million is platinum, 10 million is diamond. So just so you know, when we mention those terms, gold, diamond, platinum, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. So you got 3 for 4, 3 for 5.
That's
pretty
a
good.
winning hand.
That's
And I'm ready for movie trivia on my wrinkled paper. The movie today will be The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh yeah.
Question: did you like this movie?
Loved it.
What did
Not
you-
as much as what was the Heath Ledger one?
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. Yes. Yeah.
Let me point out 2 things real quick. Is one, below, tell us what you think of this movie. Where does it rank in the Nolan trilogy? If you like it the best, worst, or in the middle. It's a tough one. Heath Ledger, I think everyone should say that. But
Yeah.
the first one is a great movie.
Yeah.
The third one had a lot of stuff going on.
Was it Batman Begins?
Yep.
Dark Knight Rises?
Liam Neeson, then it goes
And then what was the third one?
the one we're doing right now, Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, yeah. What was the second one?
Dark Knight.
Oh, so it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's there for 5. But let us know below what you think of the Dark Knight Rises as we go through this, because it's an interesting one. They had a lot of great actors and stuff, but they didn't have a lot of storylines.
They did. It was
They
kind
could
of
have cut out Robin. They could have cut out Anne Hathaway. And both of them,
Yeah.
I love both actors and actresses there. Like
Yeah.
I actually think they are some of my favorite people that are
Mhm.
kind of around that age. So, but they were stories that you didn't need, I feel like, to get the story done. You could have killed them both in the first 5 minutes, would be fine. But anyways, in my opinion, someone says worst. Number 1, Tom Hardy, who plays the role of Bane in the movie, had to bulk up and add over 30 pounds of muscle to look the part. Despite his 5'9" height, scenes were carefully shot to make him look imposing without the use of any aids to his height. True or false?
True.
False.
Yeah. It's just he's like 7'2", built like a brick shit house.
Tom Hardy wore rises that added over 3 inches to his overall height to make him a better match for the 6-foot Christian Bale as Batman.
Wow.
So 0 for 1.
Well, that's
I'm
not
glad
good
you went
stuff.
false on that because I feel like usually the first question that's thing is the true one.
Mhm.
That's why last time I went false on my first one. I didn't know.
I'm trying to play the game.
Oh, I'm trying to
Play the game.
yeah, exactly. So number 2, and feel free to answer below. We'll give them some space between.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the most impressive scenes featured Bane blowing up the field at a football game. What team stadium was used for this shot? Hint, think ketchup. That's a good hint.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a great hint. If you know football stadiums.
It's I'm
like
trying to think.
Heinz Stadium.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
It's like, is there a?
Don't
look at the chat. They're
no,
not,
I was like, no,
they're not going to save you.
Somebody mentioned
They're not
Keaton.
saving.
Somebody's
Oh,
mentioned, I guess Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah. Oh goodness, pink ketchup. Yeah, all I can think is Heinz. Red. Oh, no.
I don't know what you're owing about.
Is it Washington?
Is that your final answer?
Washington Commanders Stadium.
It's funny because for some reason in my head, no, it's Heinz Field.
It is Heinz Field. God damn
Which
it.
apparently is also, I'm looking this up now.
Gotham Knights, that's pretty cool.
It's also called Acrisure Stadium.
Oh.
Now it is.
Oh, was it? Oh,
But
it's
it belonged to the Pittsburgh Steelers and due to the football being fall-winter sport, the scene was shot in the summer with cast and extra wearing having to wear winter coats.
I should have just said Heinz Stadium and I would have got
I
it
couldn't,
right.
I couldn't let you just take it right there because it is Heinz Field. And if you're
Yeah.
just like, well, their ketchup's named Heinz. You know?
Yeah. Goodness. This is
Yeah.
not a good start.
0 for 2, but you
God.
still come back.
Yep.
I've seen bigger comebacks before.
Yep.
So number 3, despite the movie's massive success at grossing over $1 billion in sales, it finished number 2 in the U.S. that year and 3rd worldwide. True or false?
Ooh, no.
Yeah. So was it number 1?
Yeah.
Here's pretty much the question.
Or did Golden beat it? What else came out that year?
Was it number 3 worldwide?
For that year?
Yeah.
I'm trying. I mean, the only thing that could have beaten it would have been Iron Man, or around that time, I guess it was more. We're into the Avengers series. Oh no! $1 billion's a lot of money, though. Did Avatar come out that year?
No.
Okay.
But
That doesn't help. I don't know when Avatar came out.
Avengers matters to that. But
Yeah. So, what was the question again? Did it?
Did it finish number 2 in the U.S. that year and number 3 worldwide?
Yes.
True. In the U.S., it was beat by the Avengers, and worldwide by the Avengers and James Bond's latest Skyfall.
Oh, Skyfall came out that year.
I'm surprised it made that much money.
What a year for movies.
I mean, I'm surprised it got beat up by the Avengers, because I didn't think
Yeah.
the first Avengers did that well.
No.
Great movie.
It was good. But I think I'm right in saying that Iron Man was the first superhero movie to gross over $1 billion.
Yeah. It just is surprising because that one, the Batman series, was probably the biggest conclusion I can remember of a movie. But anyways,
That is surprising.
you got 2 more chances right here.
I gotta get these next 2 right to have any chance. I'm ready.
Okay, who played the role of Officer John Blake and eventually was known as Robin?
Oh no.
Did he ever become Robin? In the
Yes. Well, they
Well,
alluded to it.
yeah.
So the final scene of the movie is him in the Batcave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe he just like, oh, I'll clean this place for him every week. You know, like,
Yeah, like
something
maybe he
a
just
fanboy.
became like his, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like a groupie.
Well, what actor? Is
Yeah.
it?
I have no
Yeah.
idea. I legit have no idea what actor it was.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Was it?
Yeah.
I know.
That's why
Yeah.
I like that actor so much. That I'm like, he was wasted in it because his role in Hathaway's, they're great actors and actresses, but like you forget about them.
Yeah.
You know, you forget that they're in the movie.
I could not have pulled that name from anywhere.
Yeah.
Wow. And I love this movie. Well, I don't love this movie as much as the second one. But
I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Recently, he did Pumped, which was the story about Uber.
oh,
I like Joseph. There's also, you know, it's funny on the other side of that, the one about Upwork, not Upwork. What's the one with the rental buildings for people that want to work remotely? I mean,
Oh,
They're renting buildings for people that want to work remotely.
yeah, it's with Anne Hathaway. That's the funny thing is they both have these two shows that are about real stories.
Yeah.
What's the actors?
is that a movie or a TV show?
TV show, and it's with Anne Hathaway and Morpheus.
I don't remember.
Jared Leto.
Hit Record?
No, type of, if you type in Jordan Leto, because you're putting Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Because the first show is Pumped, which I highly recommend. It's interesting. You know, he's kind of an asshole, but
It's a movie, or
it's a TV show. Apple TV show by Apple, and it's called We Work. That's what it's called.
We Work.
Yeah,
Huh.
and it's
Or
a true
We
story.
Crashed.
We Crash.
We Crashed.
The company was We Work, and it's
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway and Jared Leto. So it's kind of funny. Anne Hathaway again on one side, and
Yeah.
Gordon Levitt's. But if you get chances on Apple, I thought it was a great show.
On Apple.
But both true stories with about the founders,
Oh.
because you know we like having these guys that risk it all and they
Yeah.
blow them up at the just like the Dark Knight Rises. I'm just kidding. Number 5, the Dark Knight Rises introduced a new vehicle to Batman's arsenal. What was it? A new vehicle to Batman got a new vehicle.
Batman got a new vehicle.
What's
well,
the name
we
of
had
it?
the Tumbler. We had
Tumblers, yeah.
the was the Tumbler the bike or was the Tumbler the car? I know there's the car was the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and the bike was in the second one. I mean, it must have been a plane, surely. Bat plane. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Bat plane.
It was called the Bat in order to make the Bat fly. This is plain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Don't know. Does
Bat
it get
plane.
it?
I would count that.
Okay.
You said plane. You said what vehicle? You didn't
Yeah.
really say the name of the vehicle, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said plane. I
Yeah.
said bat plane.
Well, it's called the Bat. I don't know.
Oh, it's called the Bat. Oh,
I think you
but
get it.
But it's a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said the bat plane.
Well,
You said a bat plane.
I'll
you
give
know?
it to you, but I want to see if the audience agrees because they
Well,
they will decide if you.
there's
are
at least
a
one
successful
person I
seller.
hope agrees.
No,
No.
no, but okay, yeah, you got it. You came back.
Oh yeah.
Is supported by wires suspended
Oh.
by cranes and helicopters mounted on a purpose-built vehicle with hydraulic controls to simulate movement. Wonder where that is. That's a collectible.
Mm,
If you own the Bat, let us know.
I'd like it. I like planes.
I don't know where I put it.
like it. You
Yeah.
would actually drive it.
Yeah. Oh, I get it out of pity, apparently, according to the comments. Yep.
Well, congrats then.
I'm not even saying
Someone says don't give it to him. Yep, love that.
Harsh.
Love the support. But yeah, a pity point. I'll take it. It's not
Okay.
bad. I mean, that's only 2 out of 5. That's not good going. That's a poor show.
You got the other photo, I thought, no?
No, I didn't get Joseph.
Oh,
Gordon,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, fail then. I
Yeah,
thought we
it
were
is.
going
It is. You win. You're the winner this week.
Oh,
Yeah. We should have like a
Victory.
trophy that goes back and forth.
yeah, but only stay over here. Oh,
Fighting talk.
well,
Well,
you know, when you win, you win.
that's
When
true.
you lose,
You lose bad. I mean, if you don't come first, you're last, right?
yeah, if you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Ricky
You want to know a
Bobby.
fun fact about that movie?
Sure.
So the opening scene with the aircraft that Bane gets on, and then they're hanging from the 2 helicopters, all done. There's nothing CGI in that, and it was filmed in Scotland.
Hey,
Filmed in the
that's cool.
Highlands, in the mountains of Scotland, because they needed somewhere remote and with no people, and it looked pretty, and they were able to do it. And it's an insane scene, and it's all practical effects.
No, it's funny. You talk about, you know, stunts and stuff like that. I just saw a thing where it was talking about Kill Bill and Quentin Tarantino and what's her name? Uma Thurman. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was that movie where Uma Thurman, Tarantino was trying to convince her to do her own stunts. And she got hurt.
In a car
Oh,
accident.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the whole thing.
And yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought that was really interesting. I don't know these things.
Yeah.
I'm not- yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
crazy. I think with that one, it was also he was pushing her a lot.
Yeah.
So it's kind of similar to The Shining with how what was her name in The Shining?
The actress.
The actress, I can't remember, but anyway, the director pushed her so much that a lot of her reactions are real and genuine because she is stressed.
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall, like, it's kind of awful how she was treated, and kind of similar how Uma Thurman, I think, did hold it against Tarantino for how she was being treated towards the end of that movie and for some of the stuff. Incredible movie. Kill Bill and Kill Bill 2, or Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Yeah.
Classics.
Yeah.
That second one gets me when she's in the coffin.
Oh my goodness.
I like Hold My Breath.
But yeah.
I like Dust Till Dawn. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Oh, Tarantino's acting in it is George Clooney.
Oh.
That's a vampire movie. Have you guys seen Dust Till Dawn?
Dust Till Dawn.
There's like weird movies from the 90s that like you know, Tremors.
Tremors.
You see
I haven't seen
love that
Tremors. I know that. What's the guy who does all the ads now for Virgin Media in the UK? The main guy.
Yeah, that makes sense. I watch the UK versions all the time. I'm sure everyone here does.
The big actor, the main actor man,
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Oh,
He didn't want to do the movie.
well,
He said something about like the writing for it wasn't for him, and I think it became one of his most popular movies.
I mean, why do you take it then?
Or why I don't understand why.
I love that movie. Like,
Yeah.
it just, I don't know.
I mean, it's become a cult.
It's like that 90s, you know, Broken Arrow with Travolta and those kind of movies are just fun.
Yeah. Someone mentioned Event Horizon.
That was good.
I
Yeah,
think the 90s were a weird time for music and movies.
great time. It was finding identification in both. I mean, music, you have Nirvana, Green Day, all the, you know, Soundgarden, I mentioned it. Eminem, towards the end of it, towards the end it got really fucking weird. Britney Spears, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
No, but see, that's what's weird is I always think of them as like 90s, but they're more early 2000s.
Oh yeah,
And
like
it's
the
the
99
same,
is
yeah.
what Britney Spears 97 or something like that. Eminem's
Well, yeah.
99. I mean, it really was. I mean, I think the end of the 90s was really messed up. Fred fucking Durst. You know, so, I mean, we can start listening to Creed here if you want, but early 90s was amazing. I mean, really, you have the, you know, Chili Peppers going through its time there.
Yeah.
You had Weezer with the Blue Album. You know, I don't know, to me, because of my age at the time, you had, I mean, hip hop went through Tupac, Biggie, you know, all the big,
Yeah.
you know.
It's the 50th year of hip hop anniversary this year.
It is. Yeah,
Big
50th
year for hip
anniversary.
hop.
50
It's
years.
crazy. It's like such a young genre. And it started in New York, the Bronx.
So where did it start? Like, was there a moment? I don't know this. Like,
It was in the Bronx in New York.
one guy's like, instead of one line, they're like, there it is, it's hip hop.
There's actually a
It,
really,
it kind of is. I think that's what
there's
the.
a really good Netflix doc on hip hop. You guys should watch it. It
Is
goes
it-
through different. It goes through like the.
Is it the biop of Fred Durst?
Yeah,
or Kid
exactly
Rock?
What it is. Kid Rock, you know. The,
Yeah.
The father.
If you know the answer to where hip hop started, originated 50 years ago, please do tell, because
It was in the Bronx. I just don't know. Like the documentary on Netflix. I'm pretty sure will like pinpoints it.
can we have a West Coast East Coast battle here? Just kidding.
East Coast, Beast Coast.
It,
Hip Hop Evolution on Netflix.
Hip
If
hop
you're into
evolution.
hip hop, it's really really
yeah.
good.
So, like, who is the pioneer of hip hop? Was it? I don't know. I don't know this.
Well, I
stuff.
think
I'm not
it looks like Ice-T is one of the leaders of this 50th hip hop anniversary movement.
Well, of course, I've seen him live.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wearing a bulletproof vest.
Oh
It was kind of ridiculous.
my.
Well, like, yeah, it was this like small show that, and he came out like he was older, so it wasn't like.
Right.
Sure, when he was younger, it was cooler. But after he's been on what's that TV show?
NCIS.
Yeah. I'm just a guy like that in a bulletproof vest and a gun. You know.
DJ Kool Herc, born Clive Campbell. He was a Jamaican-born New Yorker, and he's known as like the pioneer of hip hop apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta find that on cassette.
Right? We need to listen. I haven't listened to
We're gonna put it on in a little bit.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
no, it's very cool. We all should learn about that, and we'll have some fun information next week.
It's a
You know,
really- yeah. No, it's a really cool
back to
doc.
school jam.
Yeah.
And they show the different like types of hip hop that come from different geographical areas, like New York, Cali, Atlanta, Midwest.
What Atlanta's just Outcast, right?
No,
Just kidding.
I
don't know.
love Atlanta rap. Actually, I'm from New York, but my favorite type of rap is actually more Midwest and Atlanta. I listen to a lot.
I don't know shit.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
don't like listening to it.
I like Eminem. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That's what like half the people like. I like Eminem.
Yeah, that actually came up my time hop for my photos was I was at Eminem 10 years ago.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, 10 years ago this year.
Yeah, we'll have to have him in next week for on Wednesday.
Yeah, and I'll be like, hey, you remember that time you were in Glasgow? It's pissing with rain, and you were like an hour late.
He'd be like, "What's your time?"
He's like, I don't. I was so damn high. But
I'm sober.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious
Yeah.
Five.
Yes. Yeah. They're in there too.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll have to.
Yeah, I don't want to rewatch this doc. It's I get really hyped watching it. It's really cool.
We have some things to.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, catch up on this. But yeah, no. I think we'll have to come back next week with some more hip hop knowledge.
Yeah.
Because I know for me that's not my specialty.
No, it's perfect.
Oh yeah, I know '90s, but that wasn't my thing growing up.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
you asked me about pop punk, I got you covered. But no,
Yeah,
well, no.
about Disney. I'm ready.
yeah. Well, no, so to go about this episode of Rewind Wednesday, Golden Auction is live now. Great people over there that have, been very kind about making sure that we were represented in this auction. Originally, this auction was supposed to be a music auction only, and things got kind of many things were happening at once, so they ended up just doing a big pop culture auction, and that's why you see a lot of music in this auction.
Yeah. A lot
Because-
of music, cards.
Yeah.
Nice variety.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Tapes as well.
there's supposed to be a music only, so that's where you saw, a lot of, I mean, it wasn't like, oh, we start off with having 10 items in it. It was like a whole array. So,
Yeah.
that was really cool. We did the signature, new label on the signature.
Yep.
I think, to
Here's-
me, this is exactly what I had in my head of what I thought was be really cool and makes me want to get some signatures.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be cool to get some cassettes signed.
And just to confirm for those, if there's a COA, we'll put the COA number, cert number on the back. And if it doesn't have a COA, we will
Put unverified.
unverified. So
Yeah.
just so everybody knows what to expect when it comes to that.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing is, we evolve. We try not to make changes too drastically, but when they're very positive, like the label or the signature part of the label, it's, we get to make these changes relatively quick and swift, so
Yeah.
the clients get the best product possible. So hopefully you like it. Again, there's no additional cost for signatures, so feel free to submit them in, and the new label applies.
And also, confirmation, we're doing it for VHS, CDs, cassettes, everything.
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 So send it in.
Yeah.
That's the important thing is, send it in. It's a good time. So we are doing a few promotions for different few Facebook groups. If you know those groups, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about it, but I'll probably do more of a thing. We're doing a thing with Vintage Alliance next
Nice.
week. There should be an article from WorthPoint that been reached out and is putting out an article on music grading. I think we got to release an article that we worked with a good friend of the company. Actually, he wrote the article and we're releasing it at the Wu-Tang Clan, so in 36 Chambers. So
Nice.
there's a good week or two ahead of us.
Yeah, definitely. And
Maybe 3 or 4 weeks.
we love seeing everything you're submitting. Again, any questions, concerns, give us a call, reach out on Instagram, email, whatever.
Facts. Only facts.
It's only. Yeah.
We only take orders by fax. You have to send it by fax. We have to return it by fax.
No, pigeon. We return it by pigeon.
No, horseback on the third night of
That was it.
on the third full moon of the year.
Yeah.
If you see the second lantern next to the post office lit, that means we're accepting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just make sure to put it in your satchel and write it over. So perfect. So I hope everyone enjoyed, and hopefully we see your tapes come through this week. And again, if you want to see your tape that is over here, you see it says encapsulated. We could show it off during one of these lives because it's fun to talk about the tapes that are in here.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining.
Thank you very much, and we'll see everybody next week.